Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and...
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top.
In he goes again! It's anyone's ball now. Cleared away.
Hitters! Mighty close.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Aimed beyond the defence. It's Van Basten! Still goalless. Ronaldinho. No, that's been intercepted. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
It's Owen! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Owen brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Vinicius Junior. That is good alertness. Perez. Del Piero. Well-timed, excellent interception. Tries to play it through. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Otto promptly onto that, and that is... And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Barcelona may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full, and it should spur them on.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going, and eventually you'll get your break.
Del Piero gets into a good shot at goal! Oh, crossbar! Ah, he's given it away! Shoots! He's the 11, all right!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Owen. And this is Perez. It's Perez! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Decent shot, and it's in. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Eintracht Frankfurt get themselves back into contention.
Oh, there's a
Real chance! It's in! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Beckenbauer. Ronaldinho. And this is Perez. Well, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. No second thought, a straight red card. Eintracht Frankfurt are down to 10 men.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Del Piero is behind this one.
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up the street.
Del Piero! David Villa. Can he get on the end of this? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, good-looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chance! Del Piero. Looking for the run. Oh, he's onto this. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And that's it. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I think it'll be interesting to see what Warren Zaire-Emery has been tasked with. First and foremost, he's a defensive midfielder, and to play that position you need athleticism, you need legs, you need to be able to get about the pitch. And I think he adds a good balance to the team, because defensively he knows there's going to be a lot of traffic around him and he has to deal with that and try and avoid yellow cards. But offensively too, he becomes an integral part of the team in starting those build-ups.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. First quarter of an hour gone. Pull it. Always played it in low. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Here's a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Looking for options for movement. Conte. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Now there's a... And Aubameyang! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Can he finish? Good try, very good try in fact.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That's a good run down the left. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be...
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Climbs up big! Goal! Barcelona! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Trabzonspor finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the shot! Now, and it's come back out to him. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played in, has another go! And it's in! 2-0, and in next to no time. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Del Piero. That is a brilliant interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Bellingham. Owen. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a little off target. Del Piero! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Hazard played out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Spread neatly. Showing great feet. Owen! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Hoisted in. Mateus, a player who needs no introduction. He's through here. He's picked his way through. He's found some space. He's had a shot! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. And it's bet shoots! A whisker away from making it 4.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Oh, he's been flattened there. And he's heaved it away. And now they could be caught out here. That has been knocked clear. Dixon.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a nicely shaped ball. And he's in on goal. Plenty to it. Takes a shot! It's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, we all know, Peter, that this is a team capable of breaking extremely quickly. The opposition should have been alive to the danger, but they fell into the trap.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And this could be the final action of the first half. Khan claims comfortable. And the half-time whistle goes. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Barcelona are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Could move up a gear here. Rijkaard looking to penetrate opposition lines. And Owen! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's run loose here. Cross goes in there. It's a mighty effort! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save. Corner number 4 coming up here. Definitely not one of his best. Rijkaard. And the pass is intercepted. Del Piero. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Del Piero. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now it's Owen. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Del Piero. Bernardo Silva. Zaire Emery. Del Piero. And this is Owen. Trabzonspor needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, it's come loose. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, what can he finish? He scored! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Barcelona are having a ball here. Oh, somewhat off target. And that's put paid to a promising move. That is ended up in no man's land. Played into space out wide. Oh, good-looking ball. Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. Spread out to the left. Oh, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He has found the way through. There's the shot! Batistuta.
There will be 3 minutes at
Mateus kept his eye on it. Ah, he's given it away. And he's being shifted off it. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero charging forward, the ball at his feet. Del Piero! No mistake! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And that's it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
We are glad to
Del
inform you
Piero.
that today...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
These high, steep stands at Signal Iduna Park really do create an intimidating environment for every visiting side. There's the whistle. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big, big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponents alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Lahm carries the ball down the right. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was quick to react. Can he get it through? Oh, that's fabulous. Law! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Eto'o. He's under a lot of pressure there. Cruyff. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Cruyff is there and he can pick it up. Vinicius Junior. No way he was going to let him past. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Messi. It's a good run down the right. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Law, and that's aimed into the middle, and it's safely in the keeper's hands. Trabzonspor deciding to turn to the long ball now. That is pretty evident.
Yeah, it is clear that they've decided to take a more direct route to goal now, but you know, they can't just continue doing this and make it predictable. And importantly, they've got to look to win the second ball. If they do that, they should get right up the pitch.
Yeah, it really should. And it's been played through. Cristiano. And it's in! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Caceres, a probing pass, and he's straight offside.
There will be
beyond the defence. Pings in across. Well read, and the danger is averted. And it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And
Reflections
now,
on the
please
first
turn
half?
towards the
Well,
screen
I wouldn't say it was the
for
most
special
potent
presentation
performance, Peter,
featuring
but
our guest
defensively,
performance today.
very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Arsenal clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He's having a go! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
And he's had a hit! Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Trabzonspor have the chance to go the other way. Gets a good foot in there. Has a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Law actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Arsenal have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Eto'o. Law. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Cleared without complication. He's having a hit! Law. And this is Messi. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Eto'o. Played out towards the right wing. Cruyff. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And the pass is intercepted. Cruyff. This is it then, now or never. Eto'o. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, good ball! There's the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. Nicely shaped ball.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has
Always
to be.
onto this.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cross to the back post. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. They're taking a moment to consider their options. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps
And a
one
quick
team
reminder
might
today
be
that
happier, but
parking in the area
at the
around
final
the
reckoning,
stadium
it's
is
honours
strictly
even and
forbidden.
no complaints.
Please use parking provided by the club or any
So
other
thank
paid
you
parking
very much, Jim, for
facilities in the
joining me.
area.
That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right... Oh, what has happened here? And the shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona finding themselves. He's gone for goal. Great effort, but no way through. Now it's Doué. Nedved. That is a great pick out. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Can he get on the end of this? And now they can clear their lines. Played back to the goalkeeper. Barcelona are behind here despite their domination of possession. He intercepts the throw, that's well read. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Casillas. Cannavaro, and he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Kökçü. And he has been fouled there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Kökçü. Nedved. Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. That has not gone well. Cannavaro. And it's Nedved. And it's Vitinha. And that is expertly dealt with.
1 minute added time.
Shevchenko has found the net here, of course. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I'm afraid to
Well,
tell
obviously
you that
things
we're
are not
expecting
good,
traffic
Peter.
to be
It
heavy
seems
after
the
final
team were
whistle
just a
today.
bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Casillas with the clearance. Shevchenko. Costa Curta. He has found the way through. Drives it in. Casillas is there and he can get that clear. Doué. And he's worked it through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Barcelona could counter here. And here's Doué. Doué!
Doué really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. Rodri makes the interception. And this is Nakamura. And this is Shevchenko. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Could try cutting inside here. Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Shot, surely! It's there! There seemed no way back, but they are level. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And here's Drogba.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Kukçu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now that's well seen too.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Shevchenko finds himself offside.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Doué. Cáceres. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead.
Please make
Nedved
sure to watch
claiming the man of the
screen for
match
an
award,
information bulletin
and there
from
is
the
very
regional
little
police
room for
department.
argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, was one of Europe's most coveted midfielders when he was on the market, and often seen as an integral component in the next generation of Spanish midfielders. He's got that outstanding quality of being able to shield the ball particularly well, and that is key to any holding midfielder.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And he's managed to gift it back. He's given it away. He's found the way. Takes a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So, a breakthrough already. He's through here. Nedved.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
He was under real pressure there. Oh, nicely intercepted. Played through into space. Law receives it in a wide position. Well, that has not gone well. That's a nicely shaped ball. Caught offside that time. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's got away! Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Aubameyang with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in, and he welcomes it in. Oh, super ball, and the shot! He has done it! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Ronaldo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Threads one in. All played through for the wide man. And that has been
2
cleared.
added minutes has been indicated.
Back in once more. He's there to get rid. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Just a quick
Any strong
announcement,
opinions on the
and
first
exciting
half?
one too.
Well,
We're
both
about
sides
to
would have
announce today's
expected
watching
a
numbers.
closely fought
Please watch
match,
the screen
and
if
that's
you have a
pretty
ticket.
much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. Manchester United kick off the second half. Oh, he's burst through. There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Beckenbauer, there he goes, motoring forward. Oh, he's bustling through here. Nicked it back promptly. Goes for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Beckenbauer ploughing through the middle. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cristiano Ronaldo thinks about the shot. And the finish! Really well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
And he's cut it out, and he shoots! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well timed, excellent intercept. That could spell trouble. Aubameyang! And he hits the net! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
It's an old saying, but it's still as true as ever. The first yard's in the head, and look at the way he was so quick off the mark there.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
Thuram cuts out the pass, and he's heaved it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And a quick announcement today.
Law picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started. This is the lineup we've been given. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Del Piero. Foden! And the ball's come loose here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part.
And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Decent progress down the left. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, easy pickings there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Foden will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They need...
Law! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been
He's had a shot!
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Del Piero. And he's managed to get free. And Del Piero! They want to be quick to recover this. Schneider. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
So that was the first half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. So we're just settling back into this second half. Now it's Messi. Shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. He's gone for goal!
Against the crossbar.
And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. And Del Piero! And he's lifted it over.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back stronger, won't we?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Goes for a shot! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever.
There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, they could be caught out here.
There they go, hunting again.
Law had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Out towards the flank. And this is Batistuta. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Tries to pass it through. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete!
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Khan sends that a long way. Dembele. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Look at the space, Dembele! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
De Jong, Van Nistelrooy, and he cuts out the supply. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big!
Really well taken goal. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Dembele! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Inter Milan have their second corner now.
He's got tall. Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
There will be 3 minutes.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And here's Eze. And it's Robertson. Lofted in. There's the whistle for half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Driving on and making good progress. Just eases him off the ball. Law. Eze. Now the ball.
Oh, smashing header! They've scored! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
It's Ronaldinho!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's a mighty effort!
And that's caused a worry or two. It's their second corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Mateus.
Mateus!
It's a loose ball. Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Goal! Barcelona! Noses back in front once more!
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Well-timed, excellent interception. De Jong. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. That's a lovely, neat pass. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Shoots! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all.
He's had a shot!
Mateus. Foden. Knocks it into space. And he's running through. Rijkaard. And it's De Jong.
There will be 5
Ronaldinho.
minutes added time.
Raul. Mateus cuts out the pass. And it's Van Nistelrooy. For Burak Yilmaz. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Eze claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
With the father of a boy in a
Well,
yellow
from behind,
t-shirt
Jim,
trying
that
to
is
make his
some
way
win, isn't
to the
it?
Well, what
information
we've
centre.
seen is a team that refuses to...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Del Piero gets into some space. He's tried one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Saka. And there's the shot! Scholes. Rummenigge. Now it's Forlan. Oh, that's a very... And the shot! It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Number 18.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And that's caused a worry or two. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's picked it up out wide. And it's Messi. Distributed tidily. And the ball's come loose here. Law. Del Piero. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's got away. Del Piero. In by... He rises! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Cannavaro with a definite foul there. Now the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, nicely intercepted. Saka is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Quality ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And he's been shifted off it. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here.
Goes for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Saka actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's a decent clearance. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well read, and the danger is averted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Searching pass is played there. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Milan still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Saka. He's had a shot! It's hit the crossbar! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Messi. He came in hard, very hard. Scholes. Spread out to the left. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Law unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's an imaginative pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. There's the delivery. Terrific header!
Really well taken goal. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
That's good press. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, just... Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Lovely feet. He's gone for goal! He's going for goal! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Bragantino can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Baresi. And Mateus. Law. Now, can they get him away? And this is Scholes.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Davids. And there goes the final whistle. Milan were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Hello everybody.
Your final
and
thoughts,
this
Jim?
is a quick
Milan
reminder to let
really
you know-
will be...
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Red Bull Bragantino.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.